Let us have a look at cave number 34. Cave number 34 has a veranda, hall with a benches and a shrine, an antaral, that is antechamber, and cells. Four standing unfinished Buddha images in a Varada Mudra can be seen at the antechamber. Traces of paintings of Buddha, especially one in a Bhumisparsha Mudra, can be seen at the ceiling of antechamber, which can be ascribed to the date contemporary to Ajanta paintings, that is 5th century CE to these paintings. Now let us have a look at cave number 36. Cave number 36 is a small circular cave. Its plan is similar to the one of the cave, that is a cave number 4. It is a circular on plan and the front part has sockets which were meant for attaching a wooden frame, comparable to Turja cave number 3 at Junnar. The stupa has Medhi, Anda, Harmika, Vedika. The Chhatra Esti and Chhatra are monolithic and the latter is a carved at ceiling. A socket on the under of the stupa was meant to preserve the relics of members of the Buddhist Sangha. Let us have a look of cave number 41. The cave number 41 consists of a courtyard with benches, a flight of steps, a hall, cells on the three sides. The veranda is supported by 4 pillars. The central shrine has a Buddha image in a preaching pose. The miracle of Shravasti, that is manifestation of Buddha himself in multiple forms, has been depicted on the side walls of this cave. The most striking feature of this cave is the presence of 11-headed Avalokiteshwar, also known as Ekadasamukha Avalokiteshwar. This is the only sculpture of this iconographic form of Bodhisattva Avalokiteshwar in India preserved in its original context. An inscription located opposite to this cave tells us that the construction of water tank by Sethi Punaka of Sopara. Cave number 50 is a Vihara cave which has flight of steps with a Chandrashila, that is a half moon stone, veranda, a hall with benches and 2 cells at the left side wall. The cells have rock cut beds too. The back wall has an arched niche which may have been used for placing the object of worship. The sockets around the niche may infer a wooden attachment. The Buddha figures were added to this cave during the 5th-6th centuries of the Common Era. Let us have a look of cave number 61, which is one of the ornate caves of Kaneri. This cave consists of a veranda, a hall, 2 cells, each on the side walls of the hall. The hall has an arrangement of benches. Apart from the common representations of the Buddha attended by Bodhisattvas or Buddhist goddesses, on the left wall of the veranda, one comes across the depiction of Dipankara, the first Buddha out of 25 past Buddhas according to the Buddhist tradition. Panel of the 7 past Buddhas along with Bodhisattva Maitreya and goddesses can be seen on the back wall. The hall has panels of miracle of Shravasti, Buddha seated on a lotus supported by Nagas. The earlier phase of excavations of cave can be dated to the late 3rd century of the Common Era, but the images are later additions can be dated to 5th-6th centuries of the Common Era. Let us have a look of group of caves which is far away from the main complex, that is a cluster of 4 caves, cave number 84 to cave number 87. This is a memorial stupa gallery, also known as Nirvana Vithi. A rock shelter has been used for this purpose. Bricks and brick bats have been used for making floor and also for the constructing of the stupas. More than 100 memorial stupas were noticed here, erected over the relics of Buddhist monks who could have been stayed here. These monks either attained Nibbana or learned Buddhist teachers. The epitaphs written in the box-headed or nail-headed Brahmi script of the 5th-6th century and a Prakrit language mention the various spiritual stages attained by Buddhist monks such as Arahathood. Let us have a look of cave number 90. This cave is important due to the finding of 3 Pahlavi, that is Iran based writing system, and 2 Japanese inscriptions. The former inscriptions tell us about the Parsis who visited these caves in the 11th century of Common Era. The Japanese inscription mentioned the name of Nichiren, a Japanese monk who founded Nichiren sect. A series of 10 Buddhas in Dhammachakra Pravartana Mudra under the Makar Toran can be seen at the front wall. The panel of Avalokiteshwar with Tara and Bhrukuti along with the 10 great disasters like enraged elephant, shipwreck, snake, lion, fire and so on can be seen on the right side of the cave. Cave number 93 is a Vihara cave with a veranda, a hall with benches and a cell. The Buddha protected by Muslin the Nag with the 5 hoods is depicted in this cave. Cave number 99 has a veranda with benches. The right and back walls has a benches in a recess too. A picturesque view of the surrounding landscape and sea can be enjoyed from here. An inscription at this cave refers to the gift by Sagara Palalogana, those looking after the sea or sea observers for Thera Mitabhuti. The Periplus of the Erythraean Sea also mentions type of people who were sent to help seamen bring boats through the narrow sea at Barigaza, thus corroborating the above term. How to reach to Kaneri? Entry is through the gate of Sanjay Gandhi National Park, Bolivali in Mumbai. Approach to the caves is available by buses, rented cycles and by taxis. Local trains, buses and taxis can be availed to reach the main gate of the national park. Thus, the caves at Kaneri, which cover a period of almost 1200 to 1300 years or so, are important not just from the point of view of the art, architecture, iconography, but also to understand the dissemination of Buddhism in the Western Deccan in the historic context. The finding of remains of 3 furnaces shows that the bricks used at the site were manufactured here locally. The location of the caves near the sea coast in the vicinity of many trading and urban centers testifies finding of a large number of donatory inscription from traders or people from varied occupational groups. The inscriptions tell us vivid information about socio-economic, political, religious backgrounds of the lay community and the monastic community. The fact that a manuscript dated to 1015 CE now in the Cambridge University Library portrays Khadaka Chaitya and Pratyeka Buddha Shikhara Chaitya at Krishnagiri of Konkan tells us about the kind of prestige that this religious and educational center of Buddhism once had attained.